Shout out to all you guys that are getting closer. Shout out to all you guys that are in the hunt. Your family's calling you, checking up on you, knowing you're working, knowing you're grinding, knowing you're paving the way for the next generation. W. Haven't heard that song in a while. It's always good to hear that one. Oh, you guys are moving closer and closer, right? Yes, sir. And we're going to do it together. That's the cool part about community. That's the cool part about a tribe is that we win, man. We win together. So welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. As you guys settle in here today, give the stream a like and sit back, relax. We are going to get started. London boys. Okay. Good stuff, London boys and girls. What up, Scott? Good morning, bro. It's good. Louis G. Xander's in the building. What up, Xander? What up, OGH? Buzz Blab. What's good? What up, Stephen B? Just win, man. Chala's in the building. What's good, LeGrand? Big LeGrand is in the house. Z Gamer is in the house. What up, Richard Lewis? What's up, Gotta Trade? Jelly J in the building. Businessman. What up, businessman? Who else we got? George VDM is in the house. Nikki's in the house. Andrew is in the house. Okay. Gotta Trade is in the building. What up, Gotta Trade? What's up, Magnus? Good to see you all, man. Good to see you all. Dennis Hood. What's good, Dennis Hood? Purpose. I see you. Awareness in the building. What up, Awareness? What up, Lily? Morning, everybody. Morning. Afternoon. All right. Give me 1 sec here. How y'all feeling today? Everybody doing good? Y'all good? All right, let me just send this Zoom out and we are going to rock and roll. Fantastic. Mr. Lopez is in the building. What up, Kelvin? What's good, Ray? I see you, Ray. Dropout Traders in the house. I like that name, man. Where'd you come up with that? Dropout Trader. DAAA in the building. Okay. DAAA. Duh. Is that what it spells? Duh. All right. Let me send this link out. We good to go. AB Mike is in the building. Mike's come and go, but AB Mike stays forever. Isaac, what's good, Isaac? All right, let's get the day started here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a sec. I am going to minimize this, and then I'm gonna bless y'all. Yep, I'm gonna pray for you guys real quick. All of you new guys, like, wait, what? Yeah, yep. I'm gonna pray for you real quick, and then we're gonna get the day started. Let me lower the music a little bit here, and let's rock and roll. Father in heaven, Lord, we come to you. We gather in prayer, Lord. We thank you that your word says when two or more are gathered together that you are there, Lord. We thank you for your presence here today. I pray a blessing on your people. If their hearts are hardened, Lord, I pray that you soften them up, man. I really do. Give them wisdom to see the truth, to hear the truth, to know the truth, Lord, and to live it. I thank you for blessing us and our trades and our businesses and all that we have, Lord, so that I can fulfill the plan that you have and the call amongst each and every one of us, Father. We thank you for it all. We thank you for going before us and paving the way, Lord. We give you all the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. W. Let's roll. What up, Perez? Always better when it's blessed. That's what I say to my family. We pray before we eat, and I take the first bite, and I go, always better when it's blessed. Yeah. All right, let's get started here today. Let me share my screen, and let's rock and roll. Mod Squad is in the building. Shout out to all the mods. Big W on the mod squad, and let's get going. What's up, Billy O'Neill? What's good? All right, I feel like I'm missing something, but I think I'm just... Yeah, I think we're good. All right, cool. Yeah, we're good to go. Welcome in. What up, Wags? Hey, reminder. Hey, thanks, Louis G. Zoom link is sent out already. Yeah. Reminder to like the stream here as we get started. We're going to do a top-down analysis, check out what's good with the news here, and then set up for the day. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We've got unemployment claims here today, right? That's about it. It's Thursday. It is the second day of May. Another day, another opportunity for us to be 8-figure traders and do what 8-figure traders do. If you want to be an 8-figure trader, you've got to do what 8-figure traders do. It's common sense, right? It's if you want to be an MLB baseball player, you've got to be willing to do what MLB baseball players do, right? So same thing here, no different. You want to be someone or something, you've got to look at that example and say, well, what do they do? And I need to begin to do what they do on a daily basis. So at this point, TTE is ready. We are excited. We are dreaming big. The vision is clear. 8-figure traders. We're not going to settle for anything less, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to study those traders and begin to apply apply the habits that they have in their life. So that's it. Very simple game. Very simple game. The name of the song in the intro was Closer by Mike Stud. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here on the second day of May here. So again, just unemployment claims here is going to be the big one today. You got the prelims coming in, but these are yellow folders. Everything's happening at 8:30. You also have some yellow folders here at 10. But other than 8:30, we should be clean, man. It should be good to go. Should be a great day ahead of us here today. So let's go ahead and do a top-down analysis and see what it is that we have going on here today. So looks like yesterday's candle did close bullish, right? So let's talk about this daily time frame here. As you can see, let me get my tools. As you can see, you know, we kind of, let's just talk about from the jump here, right? So you had this bullish rally and you just see green, right? Nothing but green. And then now you begin to see the mixture, right? Red, green, red, green, red, red, green, green, red, big red boy, right? So this guy came down, he said, all right, enough with this. Enough with this. We're not going up anymore, right? So he came down and he closed very strong bearish. We got our retest of the zone. We drove down again, which was on Monday, right? Yeah, Monday. But and we closed below the range, right? We closed below this range here. Now, what do you guys notice about this candle that closed below the range, right? This candle has what? No bottom wick. And what do we know about bearish candles that close with no bottom wick? That means that there's what? No range for the next candles to drive in, right? So it's very predictable here that you got a fake out, right? So the fake out happened. We've closed back in the range. We've also closed above this level right here. Therefore, you could flip bullish today and we could run up towards like 2360, or you may just mess around within these two ranges that I got right here, right? So we need to see what's good. I am pretty bullish based off of the daily closure and the fake out and all that good stuff. We've got a little bit of room to drive up here, right? From the flip, it's going to be like literally like 180 pips. If we can catch it from somewhere down here, right, then you're looking at a massive move there. So we'll see what happens. We are going to be bullish based off of this previous daily candle. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour has been bleeding here, right? So 4 hours been moving bearish. You kind of moved up all day yesterday, and then you've got your resistance here. This candle pushed down very nicely, but we closed with like no bottom wick here, right? So not the greatest candle, just a solid red candle, not really no top wick, no bottom wick. And now this candle's like, what the heck? You set me up to do what, right? Where am I going, right? So one thing we can see is that this wick kind of has already tapped into this area right here. Therefore, that may be the end of it, right? That may be the end of this bear move. And price can continue moving up at this point. So let's go see what this rejection looks like on the lower time frame so we can kind of plan this out. See how we filled that wick, came down, filled that wick, and now we've been moving up here. So taking a look at the 1 hour here, you had okay, there it is. So you've got a very, very strong support sitting right here on the 1 hour time frame, right? So if price is going to come down and fill a range, where is that range going to be filled to? Well, there's two areas, right? You've got this level right here, and then you've got this level right here. So we have officially tapped into there, right? So that's where we could potentially now begin to see this pullback to move back up, or right, or you'll get some sort of a resistance, a closure below, and then continue driving to fill the rest of the range there. So 2 ways price can go. We're going to get a read on both of them here. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. So, ooh, wow. Yeah, 30 created support. So you got a support on the 30. This area I'm looking at right here, too, for closures back above. We did close above, but we closed above with no top wick, right? So being that we are pretty heavily bearish still on the 4 hour, I think if you can get another closure above here, that's where we can see the pullback. Otherwise, if this candle closes back below, the 4 hour may not be done, right? The 4 hour may say I'm continuing to drive, do something like this, and continue running down here, because we can see how bearish we are on the 4 hour time frame. But putting all in all together, we've come down, we've moved down nicely, we've performed well on the 4 hour, but we're coming into this area of wicks now, right? So if there's going to be a rejection, high chance we do reject from right here, and that's what we're beginning to see now in the 30-minute time frame. So you really do need a closure above here, and then yeah, there might be something for us. 1 hour did close bearish above support. This candle popped up, created a top wick already, so we just got to be patient on this 30-minute candle here, and then we could take things from there. But buys do look pretty decent above 22.99, just because we're still bullish on the daily. We've established that bottom wick. 4 hour has come into this wick rejection zone. We've rejected off of it. 1 hour candle closed right at support. 30-minute candle closed as a support, but it closed with no top wicks, right? So we're building the case here for the potential move back up based off of this daily candle now creating a bottom wick, right? So those are all reasons why we could potentially move up. The only thing is we can't execute just yet because we've got no top wick here and this candle is still open. So 10 minutes left on that candle, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Buys above 22.99. Sells are, yeah, sells. Yeah, you're a little choppy below here on these sells. So you got about 35 pips below. There's a pretty decent range here, but I'm gonna keep this right here for now, and then if any changes need to be made, I'll go ahead and make them. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's the day. So we want to see if we can get this candle to close decently strong, right? This is a little too weak for my liking, but if we can close more so like this, then I would expect the next candle to to wick down and then begin to fill the wick and potentially continue up. So that's it. That's it. If we close weak like we're looking right now, then you never know. The next candle may drive down, and then that's where we may begin to range a little bit, right? We've done a very aggressive push here, so it wouldn't surprise me if we ended up just ranging until NY open, or 8:30 here when news comes out. Yeah, we may range. So that's it. That's the day. That is the day. So sells are pretty clean below, based off of the 4 hour re-breaking the low, 1 hour re-breaking the low, 30-minute closing below support. The buys are good above 99 just because the daily's still bullish, right? The 4 hour has already kind of, in a way, tapped target is the term I guess we're using here. 30-minute closed or 30-minute onion type of play, right? Where you scratch this one because it's got no bottom wick, but this one may close strong for support. And then, yeah. Keep in mind the 1 hour closed right here at support. And this is, if we do take our buys here, this is going to be more of like a riskier play, but you guys see the logic adding up. If this happens, then we could do that, right? If this happens, then we do this. So that's the game plan here today. What's up, Ali Reza? Ali Reza. What up, Sammy Pips? Morning, guys. Edson, my man, congrats. Great job. Keep up the good work here, bro. Doing good on your account there. Crow's Crew, how you do? Yeah, we don't want to take buys off of some weak closure here because the 1 hour is still bearish. Right? Although we closed at support, that really doesn't mean that we can't drive, right? It just means that we closed at support. So it's like a 50-50 now. Like, so 50-50, it can go either way here. So we need to see if we can get strong closure on the 30 and then be able to go from there. Yeah, the 1 hour closure. Yeah, you're right, Scott. The 1 hour would really be the best here. If you can actually close bullish on the 1 hour chart, something like this, come NY open, then I think we're good. You see how the bullish candle is covering the whole bearish candle here? It's like you my son, you know what I mean? Like bodied him. So if we can get that type of candle, then I believe NY open should push us up into these ranges and then maybe even further, right? So yeah, I like that idea, Scott. I like it. It's a little bit better than the 30 here. 30 is still a little sketchy because the 1 hour is still open. Do I think sleeping without a pillow makes you trade better? No. I think you need a nice pillow, a nice sleep each night to trade better. Great question though. Great question. No one likes to be sunned. Yo. We might sun this candle. Sun. How you doing? I'm doing great, man. Fantastic. How are you, Ali Reza? Hey, man, remember me? Yes, remember everyone. How you doing? What up, Felix? Good morning, bro. Grind time, Mufasa. What's good? Yeah, you see how this is weak candle with 5 minutes left, so we got nothing here yet. Yeah, I was actually thinking about taking a buy right here, but I didn't want to rush it. I just kind of opened up my charts. I was like, holy! I was like, them London boys. Them London boys. What a move. What a move down. Who took advantage of this last night? Am I in a trade? I'm not in a trade. Nope. No trade here right now. Yeah, I was thinking about this, but I wasn't fully focused. Took 4 trades, Z Gamer. Holy! Stacking. Dude, stacking. What up, Lights Fire? Good morning, my man. Good morning. Welcome in, everyone. Give the stream a like here today as you settle in to the live stream. One pip. Hey, 1 pip mark in the house. 1 pip mark. Holy. Nice, Ty Hill. Yeah, man, them sells from last night. Goner. Yeah, so do you think we need a pullback on the 1 hour? What would you guys say? Right? If I took a sell right here, I can hear Raja in my brain calling me a beeping idiot. Right? An absolute idiot. So I just can't come to grips to do it. Oh, W Lawrence, WW, good morning. Can you check charts for stream? Yes. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Chat, if you guys are not in our free Discord, you can join it now. It's completely free. It's heating up, man. It's heating up. It was quiet for a little bit. It calmed down for a little. But there's so much action, so much education, so many examples in there of some of the guys who were quiet for a little bit, developing their skill set. It's like sitting in the crock pot, you know what I mean? Just cooking up, like a slow, just like a beautiful slow cook. And now you see these guys cooking, right? Now it's time to eat, man. Now they're making waves. Let's check it out here. Charts for stream. Today the 20, oh my god, the 20, the 2nd. Today's the 2nd, Nick Stewart. All right, let's take a look. Oh, this was from yesterday, right? Yeah. There we go. This one. All right. Important 4-hour zone. All right. Daily did not break previous daily candle high. 4-hour rejected from the important zone. Next 4-hour close bearish, engulfing. 30-minute booby trap. Nice. Wick to fill. Perfect. Added one more position here. 30-minute booby trap. Yeah, there's a lot of booby trap / celery plays here. I like that name, booby trap. Booby trap candles. Yeah, great job. Yeah, the sells were money. Even if you got sells from way up here on this closure or this closure, everything was money on these sells. Yeah, nice. Add another position, targeting this support. Yeah, this would have been my target here. I wouldn't have been really looking for this full move down there, but it did play out well. Yeah, nice job. Nice job. Good work. Good work, my friend. You're doing great. Oh, let's see what happened with the 30-minute closure. Yeah, you see that? It's super weak, so we can't do anything with that. So off to wait on this 1-hour candle. Again, if you can close bullish here on the 1-hour time frame, then I think we've got our shot at 8 a.m. to let it rip on these buys. Yeah, partial somewhere within this area here, and then see if you can run up. Let's take a look at that current 4-hour candle real quick. Yeah, because look, if the daily's gonna actually turn right and begin to move bullish, I think you don't need this, but this would be a big closure, right, to close bullish today after tapping into this rejection area. Close bullish here at 9 a.m. in an hour and a half, and price begin to move bullish, so that way the daily can begin to get going, right? So all this is right here is just a daily bottom wick currently, right? This is the daily bottom wick. So if that candle, meaning if we've made a bottom wick, right, and now the candle wants to turn up and go up, you're gonna need what? You're gonna need a support formed on this 4-hour chart, something like this, right? And you would see something like that. And then the next candles will move up, and that will fulfill the daily idea. Yeah. Yeah, Sammy Pips. No sleep, Louis G. No sleep tonight? Win or lose, why you not update? Yeah, I'll update the record here. But I took two buys yesterday. One was at I posted both of them in the Discord when I took them. What was it? It was 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. yesterday, which was right here. So literally placed a buy stop right here at 9.59. Boom. Price ran up. I think I got on that one it was 30. Got 30 pips on that one. That was at 10 a.m. And then the other one was after, as Pal was speaking, I was sitting here doing a coaching call, and we went ahead and took this buy right here. Yeah, so took the buy. So waited for the 30-minute candle closure, which was this guy right here. Waited for this candle to close. Candle came down to make a nice steep bottom wick. Had buy stops on the break of the high. It was an easy trade. Easy trade. Me and Ray were, I don't know if Ray's here, but yeah. We were on a call and we just took it together. Yeah, this one was pretty simple. I remember I told you guys on the way out that I might have a buy stop at 10. Where is it? 10, and that was it. It was pretty simple, right? Price came up, made a high. I would have let it go, but it came down, made a bottom wick, and then I set the buy stop. Closed like right there. I think it was like right here, 30 pips. Yo, Louis G was trading London. Hey, the money's out there tonight. Well, it was out there tonight for London. But yeah, that was it. That was it for me yesterday. 2 buys on gold, one at 10, one at 230 while Powell was speaking. Both of them were basic breakouts. Yeah, the first one was a little bit of a, you won't see me take that trade too often, but I don't know. I liked it yesterday. I went small risk, 2% risk on it, and that was it. That was it. Yeah, let me update it for you. Oh, win number 4. That was 40 wins here on the year. W. Nice. April, we heated up, man. We started taking a lot of trades here in April. Yeah, lots of trades. 24 trades in total, or 25 trades here in April. Pal was in there, man. We do a little gambling. That's right, Scott. Here and there, here and there. That's the beauty of trading your own capital now. Trading your own capital. You do what you want. Do what you want, when you want. So yeah, clean month, man. Off to May now. And we start fresh. We start fresh again. How can you get the journal? You can just hit, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there it is. The link, if you guys want to use this template, you guys can. The link is right there. Nice music. You like it? You like it? What up, AJ? Good morning, Energy. That's good. Yeah, so the 1 hour is shaping up nicely here. So I'm gonna sit tight on this 1 hour closure. Looks good. Can you review the 2 trades? Yeah, so the first one was simple. It was I think didn't I just review them? I think I just reviewed them. But anyway, like the first one was simple. It was a 1 hour. You had candles moving up here, right? It was just a non-stop move up. And you just knew like price is going to fill these wicks, tap into this area if you re-broke the high again. So once we had the bottom wick established, it was a no-brainer. If it was going to drive down, it wouldn't drive all the way down here and then, you know, pop up and then continue driving down during that high volatile candle. So once you see the drive down, I set the buy stop for the break of the high. We pumped up. I closed right around this level here and just closed it full right there. We did move up a little bit further. Yeah, we did move about another like 40 pips, but I got my 30 and I was out. And then this trade right here was pretty simple. You kind of, let me show you guys. You got a strong bullish closure right above the range. You've had more range to fill there, and that was the idea, right? And price come up into these ranges. So the idea was after you've made that bottom wick, you re-break that high, you should be gone. So that was it. Simple trades, not too complicated. Close right around here, 40 pips. Just get my piece and I'm out. It's got my piece of the pie and then I'm gone. I'm not one of those traders that needs the whole move. I just want to get my move and get going. Yeah, I'll show you guys. Yeah, always after the stream, keep an eye on in the Discord. Typically, I'll post it in here, but this was the 230 trade. So by 239, I was out. I had just closed that position right there. So that's the trade that you see. Where is that one? Right here. This move right here. And then the other one was a little bit earlier. A lot of people caught these trades too. So W guys, man, for real. Yeah, right here. And this was the 10 a.m. trade. Right here. No bottom wick on that candle. Just had buy stops literally at 9:59. That's how you trade news. $9.59. So yeah, what's cool, the coolest part about what we do here is that, look at this. I post it and then look at everyone else who took it, right? Everyone else taking the same exact trades, having the same exact ideas, same exact thought process. Louis G, you know, I mean, we can't all be Louis G though, you know what I mean? I mean, he caught it from like, you know, towards the bottom there. But I think a lot of you guys caught this move too. Yeah, Chala I think caught it as well. But I think a lot of you guys caught this one too, right? A couple of you guys at 230. I mean, that was obviously our trade, right? That was like the TTE trade right there. Yeah, see, same exact trade. W's. That's what I like to see. Music to my ears. Wags, what's good, bro? What up, Zebs? What's good? What do I think about unemployment claims? It's pretty simple, man. I don't complicate news too much. If you get green numbers for the dollar and everything looks good on the US dollar, gold's going to most likely tank down a bit if price action shows that. And if you have, you know, the opposite, then gold's going to shoot up. You know, if price comes out, I mean, numbers come out red and, you know, you'll see the opposite reaction. So I don't complicate news too much. I really don't. I always follow price action. Price action follows news. News follows price action. I get a decent understanding on the result of how the numbers came out, and then I just flow with it from there. Because yeah, then you could also get this mixed news, and you know, you want to news to me in a way, like, I know news is very important, but it's also like the higher time frame. I just want to keep it in the back of my head. I want to understand, like, you know, the idea of where price can go based off the news. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a price action trader following price. George VDM, I did not see what you caught. What'd you catch? What'd you catch? We can't all be Louis G. It would be nice. What's up, Energy? You're never late. You're always on time. Always on time. I learned that from my Dominican in-laws. How you doing? Yeah, you know the Dominican in-laws, man. They show up. You have a party at 7. They be pulling up at like midnight. Like what? We about to go to bed. Pulling up in mad loud. Wepa, what's good? We're here. I'm like, hey, yo, the party's over. Party's over. What up, the Don? How you doing, the original Don Dada? How are you, man? The original.
The original Don Dada. How you doing?
Always on time, grind time. Always. You're never late. Never too late, never too early. You can check my trade on charts for stream. Yeah, let's take a look, Andrew. Let's take a look. Oh, nice. Got support. Entered here. Take price. Yeah, that's perfect. That's so simple. Isn't it so simple? Like, you get a support. You know that it's most likely going to retest resistance. Entry on the break of, it looks like, or on the open of the candle here. Moving on up. Very nice. Beautiful job. Very, very nice job, man. Way to keep it simple, clean, and effective. W. Let's see what we got here. We got, let's take a look at this GJ chart here. So GJ 30-minute time frame. Let's see. Taking off the break of this candle here. Okay. Buys off rejection. Stops below the current lows. Profit, stopped out. Oh, wait, so where did you take the buy? Buys off of this rejection, but you took, okay, so you bought here. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I mean, you kind of came into this area here too. Like, you see this whole general area right here, like right there. You came into that area, so I think you had an opportunity to maybe go risk-free at that point, or maybe close partials. I'm not sure how like what the distance was there, but that could have been some sort of a advantage point area that maybe next time you could use, because that looks like a decent amount in profit. I don't know what exactly it was, but as you come into this area, that could kind of be where you begin to slow up and deal with that turbulence that we talk about. So yeah, but hey, you followed your plan, and yeah, good job, man. 15 pips. Yeah, it's so-so, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, we have to listen to the charts, and if the charts say like, hey, it's 15 pips, like, it is what it is, you know. We still gotta listen. That's why I never like to set pip goals or anything, because you can be like, my goal is I need 20 pips a day, and the market could be screaming at you saying close here, close here, close here, and we don't do it because like we have a goal or something, right? So I know it's 15 pips. I probably would have just went break even at that point instead of closing anything, but yeah, I think it's just something to think about, right? Could have been an advantage point, but as long as you followed your plan, bro, W. W grind time. Let's take a look at this. Full margin. Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your username. All right. NASDAQ buys, breakout setup, break of previous high, entry. Okay, lovely. Entered here. Stops are 24 pips. Taken at 10:15 my time. PM or AM? Maybe PM. Let's see here. Is this it? Okay, previous daily close bullish. Okay, so it's the same trade here. So previous daily close bullish, current candle, bottom wick, now breaking the highs. All right, let's take a look at the next one. He's leading us in, man. It's like returning the pages. Previous 4-hour candle closed weak bearish. Okay, cool. Seller play type. All right, W. Oh, it's getting interesting. Stops hit. Anything I could have done better? Let's see here. So let's track back. So so your 4-hour candle was bearish, but you already did break the highs. You kind of, let me see where your buy was taken. Yeah, so it was taken off the 15-minute. And if it was taken here, you kind of have like a little bit of this here. So some of you guys be like, why aren't you taking a trade? You know, like, because this stuff matters, man. Like you got to understand the way price moves, right? And the way what candles are designed to do. And like a lot of times like this matters a lot. So when I'm like, hey, I need a closure above, like I'm not just saying it to, you know, stay out of a trade or something. Like these things matter, right? So I think that may have been one of the problems here in this trade, where you were kind of buying it right out of resistance after a pretty decent move up, because you see that wick there, you know, that's oh, this is the daily chart. I'm sorry. Is this where you took the buy? Right here. I think I'm a little confused on this. All right, it looks like this is where you took it. Yeah, I'm a little confused on this chart. 1 hour. What time frame was this? Yeah, write me something a little bit better. This is good though. I like this. This is like a page turner here, but make it make sense for me a little bit. Cuz this looks clean. So if this here is the 15-minute time frame, and then where's the hour? Yeah, and that's the hour. I think it was if this was clean on the 15-minute, like I can't see what's to the left over here, but if everything looked like this, where you had a nice clean hour push, and you got that closure, then I think it was clean. Maybe you could have waited for the hour candle to close before anything, because it's all a strong area here. You got to close above. But other than that, I mean, looks good. Yeah, it looks like if this is what the hour looks like, then I know the 15 was clean traffic. Yeah. Yeah, the 15-minute probably looks something like this. All right, like boom. So yeah, if it was all clean like this on the 15, like on this guy here, then I think it was money. I just think the hour was open still, so it kind of messed with the trade. Yeah, that's all. Like Raja says, you know, 15-minute are weak confirmations unless you're really like tiptoeing around those high volume times. Like you guys see me, I like to use the 15 during like 8 a.m., 8:15, 8:30, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. Like these are times where I like to use the 15, but other than those times, I really like to stick with like at least a 30-minute closure. So that's all. Other than that, great trade, man. It was clean? Yeah, okay, cool. What up, Sandman? How you doing? Let's go, Pablo. You caught the sell during London. Nice job, man. Nice. W. Yeah, you see this this 1 hour candle still moving down here. Nothing. Yeah, we may range here. I think so, Scott. What broker do I use? I use Trade-O-Vate. Trade-O-Vate. They are a U.S. regulated broker. $1 p.m. Eastern gets weird on NAS. Yeah, yeah. NAS really be moving later in the session. Let me run through NASDAQ real quick and let's see what we got going on today. So, unlike gold where we are bullish, the NASDAQ is pretty bearish here today, based off of yesterday's closure. It looks like price kind of came down here. We never closed below support, but I think we closed below support now, right? Yeah, slightly closed below. So a bit tough there on that closure, but all in all, you are pretty bearish. As price can literally drive way up here, right, and never break that high and come back down here and, you know, keep driving. So let's go see what the 4 hour looks like so we can get a better read on this. So 4 hours been pumping up. You've got this massive exhaustion wick to fill. You've got a closure above this resistance here, so that's why you see a bit of a trickle up, but nothing too major. Let's take a look at what's going on in the 1 hour chart. So 1 hour has a pretty strong support. You're working on a resistance. You don't have it yet because this candle could still flip bullish, right? So you have support. You may get a resistance here, and that'll probably be the range that we begin to trade in over the next 25 minutes. So yeah, there's nothing really on NASDAQ just yet. I'm just gonna wait and see how we do here after news. Yeah, pretty simple though. Nice clean ranges above and below for NAS100 to trade in today. Yeah, massive move up here. So this we just gotta wait on better price action. Let's go, Pablo. Hey, yo. Whoa. Thanks for the analysis. Gotcha, man. You're doing great, bro. Keep executing. Nah, smoke. Yo, we're... Whoa, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on, chat? Where's Green? We need Green to moderate this. NAS100, I just gave my view, so you gotta sit tight here on NAS. Yeah, you got no bottom wick on this 4 hour. Daily's bearish. It's not a great place to take buys here. Not a great place to take sells. You just gotta wait. Yo, what up, Swifty? My man. It's good. Thanks for being here. My pleasure, bro. Dennis Hood, let him know. Hey, yo, Green. How you feeling today, bro? Didn't I text you last night? Or am I tripping? Let me see. Did I get a text message back? Oh, yeah, we did talk. That's right. Sorry. Great conversation, by the way. Yeah, let me see what you guys did so I can get some FOMO here during London session. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people took sells, hey? Hey, nice trade. Downtown. Yeah, a lot of you guys took advantage of sells yesterday. W, man. W, chala. Beautiful. This guy, man. This guy's everywhere, Green. Holy. 256. Louis G. Yo. Yeah, Edson, nice job here, man. Wow. Oh my, another one. Louis G ain't playing, man. Getting that freedom's on the way. That boy hungry. All right, let's see. More cells, nice. More cells, nice. More cells, lovely. If any of you guys took buys, hey, nice job, Nikki. W. Close 50 because 30-minute candle closing a bottom wick. Yeah, that's smart. Smart. If any of you guys took buys, I might have to Raja tanks you today, or at least last night. Yeah, W, guys. Good job. Way to go, squad. Way to take over London session. MTT London boys printing. And girls, actually. I see Nikki in the hunt. Where do you live, Nikki? Are you in a different time zone? You need a new keyboard, Green? I got a new keyboard right over here if you want it. I'm not using it. W8. Let's go. All right, NY Open is here. Yeah, not looking the hottest here, man. Not looking the best for NY Open. Let's see the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, we're ranging, chat. We're ranging. We got news coming in. We got unemployment claims here at 8:30. So that's probably what we're doing. We've already made a massive move. Massive move here today. I love that. Trading community, please connect me. You're connected, brother. Welcome, Brian. You're in. Wake up later. Natural gas storage, yo, that's where the move's at today. Uh-oh, another late trade. Oh, late. Another one. Tell them bring out all the late trades. Like the live stream. Hey, what up, Cybertech traders? Yeah, give the stream a like here today, chat. All right, 1 hour closed on gold. We closed very weak bearish. So notice how we've been pushing down for quite some time. We're beginning to close weak bearish. This candle has opened. Remember, we still stayed above the support level as well. All right, if we're looking at this support here, we're above it, right? And there's no top wick here. So I would not advise to take a sell. But if it's according to your idea, then by all means, go right ahead. But I'm going to stay out. I'm going to wait on the 15 close and most likely news now. Yeah, this is what I got here. NASDAQ closed bearish here. So yeah, so now we do officially have our resistance. So we're good to go. We got our range. Now we got to wait for a breakout. Yeah, you got a 4-hour bullish with no bottom wick. You've got a previous daily candle bearish, right? So this could be the end of the run here on the bullish move up, right? 4 hours been kind of pushing up for a while here. So now we could potentially see, right, our sells begin to play out. We'll see. Just wait on it. Nice range here though forming, so this is good. Yeah, NAS is clean today. Clean in both directions. Can you explain when you trade onion in the no trade range? I've seen you do it before. Yeah, so like let's say so a lot of times if the daily candle, let's say the daily candle and the 4-hour, right, are both bullish. So we've got a bullish bias here, right? So let's say this is a no trade range. Right? And a lot of times you'll hear me say a no trade range for sells, right? So sometimes I'll say this is a no trade range for sells, but I'm open to taking my buys in here if blah, 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 right? So what happens is the new 4-hour candle opens up and it comes down to make a bottom wick, right? So as it makes that bottom wick, this is what you see within this range here, within this no trade range here, right? You see a move like this happen, and then you see a support formed. So this is where I'll take my buy, because although we're in the no trade range, we can say, well, we may have officially created our bottom wick now, right? So where we're taking the buy is like right here on that bottom wick. And we're expecting this candle to now push up and fill the range here, right? So you see this wick right here? That represents this area right here. You see like the flip right here, that represents the closure, right? So if it's not clean, right, you can only do this when things are clean and lining up perfectly. Then you can go ahead and take your buy off of this candle here, and you can, see if you get a closure above. And if you do get that close above, that's typically where price will continue filling the range. Now, sometimes this candle's not going to play nicely, right? This one right here. And sometimes what's going to happen is you could be waiting for it, but that candle is going to close like this, right? And now it begins to get tough. So although the 4 hours coming up, you got to wait now because you don't want to buy here at resistance, right? So anytime I'm taking that buy within the range, it's got to be from example A, the first example, where you had a closure down here, because it leaves you enough room here to actually take trades, right? Where if you try and attempt your buy now, where this candle is, then you never know. Maybe this 4-hour candle doesn't want to drive up, right? It doesn't want to drive up today, and it's going to actually move down. So that's the only time in which I'll really take an onion within like a no trade range. Other than that, I would just wait, right? If we did close like this, then at that point I have to wait for a closure above, and then if we get that closure above, then we could take our trade. Yeah. Make sense? You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. So you gotta always keep in mind where you're closing. Sometimes these ranges are tradable ranges. Like right now, this range here is a 65 pip range, right? That's a decently tradable range, but you gotta see what's in it, right? Because if you take a sell here, well, it's not a 65 range. There's 10, 11 pips until you hit that support, right? And then you got the rest of your range there. So you got to understand where you are in the range and what's happening and all that good stuff. And you know, sometimes you're going to want to trade, let's say this range right here. The only problem is you get this candle that closes way up here, you know, and a lot of y'all get FOMO and say, we're owing up, but we already went up, dude, right? We already went up. At that point, the best thing to do is not take a buy, right? It's to wait for a pullback, right? So if you can get a pullback like this, and then you get a confirmation, now look where you're at in the range. Now this is at the top of the range. This is more towards the bottom. You have room to drive now. So that's knowing where you are in the range when you close is huge. And that's why ranges are so important. You know, because without these ranges, remember, these are just random ranges drawn up by Nick Stewart here, right? Without these ranges, you may not be able to see the way you can see, right, with the ranges there. So always got to make sure you're studying how to do ranges and how to create the best ranges for yourself, so that way you know, it's not just the pattern itself, it's where is that forming. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Yep. Rewind it. Let's gem it. If you guys hold on. Why is that not working? If you guys hear anything that you feel would be valuable, like snippet by snippet, let me know in the chat so I can add it to like a reel or something. If you think it'll add value to people, let us know. So Neil, the entries are always going to change. You know, like we talk about this idea of planning your trade, and you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a stop loss, you're going to need an entry, you're going to need a take profit, you're going to need an advantage point, right? You're going to need a plan to manage price going whether it's in profits or in drawdown. But the entry a lot of times is like the last thing that we can really take, right? Or really pick from, because we don't know. We don't know if this is the candle closure. Let's say we know what we're looking to do, where stops are down here, partials are here and TP's up here, and now we just need our entry. The entry is the last sign that we're going to get, right? Because we don't know if this candle is going to open up, do something like this, and then come down and make a bottom wick. And now, like, you basically have this wick here, and it's like, okay, well, now our entry is going to be on the previous candle high. Or what can happen is price kind of creates a smaller wick like this, and as it flips, we can enter, boom, right there on that current candle high. So that's always going to be like the last piece of the puzzle, unfortunately. And it is a very important piece, but that's the last piece of information that we get is the entry, right? But before that, 5 minutes before that, you can plan out all your other parameters. That way you know exactly what you're looking to do within that trade, and there's no thinking, right, when you're involved in it. Because once that money's rolling, that thinking be going out the window. John Stewart is in the building. Let's go. We ready? What's good, John?
Yo, what's up, my brother Nick?
How you doing?
How you doing? What's good, bro? How's your morning been?
Incredible, man. Even better now that you're here.
Hey, let's go. Facts, bro. Same energy here.
How was your morning? Good?
Yeah, my morning was great, bro. You already know. Another day to develop, another day to grow. So super grateful for today. Let's get it.
W.
Sure. What's good, chat? How you guys doing today? We already in Thursday? Damn. Well, happy Thursday.
Seriously. Where'd this come
Another day to be great. Another day to follow our trading plan and to be patient and disciplined to it. Let's be professionals today.
Facts. Lazy Panda, how you doing?
It's
Does your
good, inshallah.
broker offer 0 spreads on gold? What's our spread right now on gold, John?
0.
I guess so.
Yes, sir, bro.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah, bro. We in the gentleman market, boy. Let's get it.
Yeah. So notice how we're staying above here, right? So we're beginning, it's like a break and retest, and we're not closing below the range here. So yeah, we're creeping on news though. That's the issue. That becomes the issue here. But I'm just trying to follow Louis G. Whatever Louis G's doing, that's what I'm trying to do.
Facts, bro. Bro, I'm waiting on the 4-hour here. It's
Nice.
choppy. We got news coming up.
Yeah,
I
you
want
never
some more
know.
information.
Yeah, you never know where this 4-hour wants to continue ripping. Or it obviously makes sense if you're looking at the daily that the 4-hour would create support here, like flip bullish and close support. So that way this daily candle can move back up. So there's a lot of different things that could play out here with news. Top one, they give C Trader. Did I take a trade during New York? I took 2 trades yesterday. I took a buy right here at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, right here. So this was yeah, maybe we'll pull the trigger on news here today if Louis G's down. This I set the buy stop at 9:59 and then doink, flew up for like 30 pips, closed it, and then I took another buy right here. Right here and closed it right there. Yeah. Raja doesn't wait for a top wick. Yes, that's because what he'll do a lot of times is enter on the opening of the candle. So he'll enter on the open of the candle, and then that way, regardless, he's in the trade. So he doesn't mind the drawdown, going down, making the bottom wick, all that stuff. He's down to sit in that trade for that, which is fine too. You know, there is no right or wrong. I always like to wait for a bottom wick and, you know, get that established before I look to take the buy.
Yeah, also 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks too, so you know, we would like to wait for that bottom wick to be created. You know, it could be unnecessary drawdown, but it's just the style that we trade.
Yeah, and remember, Raja has about, I would say, 4.5 years of experience on me. So maybe in a year, maybe next year, maybe in 2 years, maybe I will be opening on the open of the candle or something. If things like this happen, and this is how you begin to adapt, right? If things like this begin to happen all the time, right, and time again, and you begin to sense and build up that intuition that, you know, we could make a bottom wick, but price is going up, no doubt about it. Then that's where you're like, all right, let me just open on the beginning of the candle, and then that way, if it does run up without a bottom wick, you're still involved in that trade, right? And then you could just maybe go half risk on it. All right, yeah, 15 closed here. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for the 30. See how these candles are all wicking out. Roger.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Joey Stuchek? Oh yeah, where's Joe Stu?
Stuchek.
If you're getting into a buy now, then I think the best stops for you are probably going to be sitting below the lows here. And that way you're chilling there. If you don't mind keeping these as your stop, then that's okay too. The only other trade I was looking at here was right here today on the break of that 15 high, but I had just opened my charts. I wasn't really fully in the game yet, so I just let it go. I didn't do my analysis that well, and yeah. That was at 6:45 too. Once I started the stream. I'm too kind. Hey, thanks, Cybertech Traders. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, one thing I took to heart a long time ago, and especially when I got impacted by other men and women, was like success is not defined by how much money you make, but how many people are living better because of your existence. You know, like I know it sounds corny, right? Especially after COVID, it seems like everyone just like hates each other, man. It's really sad. You know, it really is. It honestly, it does hurt my heart. You know what I mean? But you know, I still believe in people. I still have a big heart for people, and I understand that, you know, at the end of the day, all that really matters is like how many lives have been affected in a positive way because of your existence. So that's what keeps me showing up day in and day out, you know. I could be hanging out and doing this by myself or still sleeping in bed, but that's not what I want my life to be about. You know, I want my life to be about people and serving people. And my best example is Jesus, right? The Christ. It's like he didn't come to be served, but to serve, you know, and to really like impact, right? And get a message across. So, you know, my prayer is, Lord, just give me wisdom so I could raise the consciousness level of all those paying attention here today.
Nah, it's so true, dude. So freaking true.
Yeah. Yeah, people are awesome. You know, most people are good people. They're just good. The media and all that stuff got you thinking people are bad. People are good, man. The media's bad.
X, bro.
Yeah, we've said a lot of things on this live stream that I think has like
A lot of
gone against the narrative. But we got to do it, man. We got to spit the truth here. Got to give you the truth.
Truth will set you free. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. It hurts in the beginning, but it'll set you free. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Daniel. And now they got us so wrapped up on these like cell phones and stuff where people, you walk by someone, they'll say hi to the dog. You guys got dogs? You guys got dogs? You see some couple walking, their kids, they go, hey dog, you know, I go, hey, what about the human? Say hi to her too. Right?
Damn.
People walk by you. What a nice dog. Yeah, what about me? Just walk right by you like you don't even exist. Beautiful dog.
Nah, bro, it's so true. It's sad.
Like, you don't think I'm beautiful?
You know. That's hilarious.
Don't watch the news, man. My mentor would call it the electronic income reducer. That's what he would call the television. The electronic income reducer. How do you watch TV when the guy you look up to calls it an electronic income reducer, man? You don't turn the TV on after that. I promise you.
Tough, bro.
And it's true, man. It's true. You know, a lot of guys, they come home, they do a day's worth of work, sit on the couch, watch TV. I don't care what it is. It could be sports. It could be shows. They're all bad. They're all designed to keep you laid up on that couch, mind distracted. We're winning, man. No. They're winning. You're sitting on the couch while your wife's cleaning up, your mess over here. So it's like, why don't we get in the game, men and women? Right? It's harvest time. What are you waiting on?
Bro, and the crazy thing is, like, they don't even know why they're doing it, right? Imagine if
everyone
you
else
knew
is
why
doing it.
you were doing something. Exactly. So,
It's too hot out. Don't go outside. It's too cold out. Don't go outside. It's crazy.
Conformity, y'all.
Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. Highly recommend it. Hope you got ears to hear it. Should we play that one after the stream? Did I tell you I played that after the stream?
That's
one day?
like, nah. No, I didn't.
We had like
You had
like
people on the stream?
we had like 400, 500 people that stayed, and all you seen was 500, 480, 470, 460. I got back on. I'm like, all right, let's see who's gonna last. And you just see the people falling off, right? Minute by minute by minute. It was so cool. It was so cool to see. But then the winners, right? The cream rises to the top.
Yeah.
The winners stayed around. Yeah.
Yo, that is a must listen to every single day, honestly. Especially throughout the journey. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Earl Nightingale is the king of gems. Straight up.
Oh, you know she got it right there. There you go. Even Green stayed around for that. And look, his voice may sound a little boring. You might be like, this thing's 20 minutes. No way I could listen to this guy's voice. Don't worry about his voice. Listen to the message.
Listen to the words. You won't be bored of the voice when you hear the words and the wisdom he's got. No shot.
The voice is meant to get the people who don't have the ears to hear out. I can't listen to this.
I feel like he's like guiding me in the video game. Like, that's like the feeling I get, especially when I listen to him early in the morning. I get a different type of a vibe.
Men simply don't think. Yeah. Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. Yeah, so I have no doubts here that gold wants to move up, but you know, couldn't really execute off of this. The 15's okay. We got news right here in 5 minutes, so unemployment claims coming out. New 30-minute candle is going to open up here. So if you do get like a decent bottom wick on the open of the news, and then I may have buy stops on the break of the high there for price to keep going up. Can we get a little verse of the word? Yeah. Let's see. Well, since we're talking about Earl Nightingale and conformity, do not conform to the ways of the world, but be renewed, right, by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Be transformed. Did I say renewing? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And what is that? What are we trying to help you do here? Transform and renew your mind. Get you to think. Not telling you what to think, just getting you to think.
Yes, sir.
Right? Do not be conformed. Don't do it.
And another thing from Earl Nightingale, the mind is just like the land, right? It doesn't care what you plant, it will return what you plant, right? In the Bible, it says, whatever you sow, you will reap. You know, it's the same thing. If the mind is like the land, whatever you sow, you'll reap. So if you're going to sow positive, you'll reap positive. If you're going to sow negative, you'll reap negative. You don't need to worry how that's happening, right? It's a law. Leave that to a power greater than yourself. But follow the law. Do the work, right? Do the correct work that it takes.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll never be able to connect your dots looking forward. You can only connect them in life looking back. You know, you can't you couldn't plan it the way God could plan it, right? Like, I couldn't sit here and be like, I planned this whole thing. Planned it out to the T. Nope. I just planted the seed, took care of the seed, took care of the ground, gave it the light, gave it the water, gave it the nutrients that it needed, and it grew, right? So don't worry, like John said, too much about that. Leave that to a power greater than yourself.
And Earl Nightingale, this is his words, right? Above all, don't worry, because worry brings fear, and fear is crippling. All you have to do is leave your goal ahead of you. Put your goal ahead of you and leave it to a power greater than yourself. That's all you got to do. And work it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How do you deny oneself, take up your cross, and follow God, and mainly suffering? Can you find happiness in this world? Well, who said suffering and happiness were opposite? right? How can we label suffering as unhappy? I don't really label suffering as unhappy. I think suffering gets you to the next level. I think suffering helps you learn, helps you grow, helps you stretch, helps you become, right? Helps you get out of conformity, out of the your old normal, right? It allows you to overcome, to become more than maybe you ever even desired possible, right? So suffering, what the world says is bad, and they also say mistakes are bad, but that's not how I see it. Yeah. So you can find joy in that suffering. And that's what the word says. Right? What does the word say? It says, count it all joy. Right? Glory to glory. Right? This too shall pass. Right? As you get past that, you become greater than you were before. Yeah. Yeah, I dig that. Profit off pain.
Leonardo da Vinci has a great quote, and that is, study the art of science and the science of art. Learn how to see. Understand that everything connects together. Understand that failure connects to success. It's part of the formula to success, right? You need failure for success.
Yeah.
So learn that everything in life is just an experience of life. The negative things are just negative things. Screw them, right? The positive things are positive things. They're all the experience of life, and you need to embrace it.
Keep in mind, everything happens not to you, but for you, right? Everything happens for you, not to you. Even the things that you define as suffering. All right, so 30 seconds here. As I mentioned, if you do get a decent bottom wick, I may be interested in running this up here, trade here on news, but we gotta get a decent bottom wick. All right, 13 seconds. We'll get some news here. 4 hours still open. 4 hours still open, but we're coming back up here. Remember, we're right at this 4 hour support as well. So this could be where the tables turn here. Oh, yep. All right, yeah, chat. I'm gonna mess around with a low risk here and have a buy stop. Let me just check how news came out real quick. Ooh, we got yeah, actually these are good numbers for the dollar. Yeah, I might have to wait. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to wait on this. Yeah. Yeah, we may dump. Not bad though, but I'm gonna wait just because of the way the news came out there. Good vibes. Hey, glad you're enjoying. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. If we remain above this 2290 here, then there's gonna be opportunities, right? So let's see how the 15 closes. You may get a fake out back up. You may just have an original initial push down before price wants to go back up. So, but we are struggling on the 1 hour. John's onto something where he wants to wait for the 4 hour closure there. I don't think that's a bad idea, just to get a little bit more direction. But yeah, as of right now, no buys or anything.
Got plenty of session left. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Yo, what's up, Scott? Had my finger on the trigger. Let's go, bro. Good stuff. Way to be on your toes.
Yeah. And by the way, life is suffering. You know, we're we're brought into the world, and once we're born, we're immediately dying. You know what I mean? So life is a suffer, and it's trippy. And God says there's certain things that, you know, just won't make sense to your mind, right? And it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's pretty. I think we're all just kids trying to figure this thing out. I don't care if we're 9 years old or 90 years old. We're just kids wondering, how did we just how did we just spawn into this life here with everything you see? You know what I mean? So I think we're all just figuring this thing out together, and that's why community is important, tribe is important, association is important, and it shapes the way you view life.
Yeah, that's why I'm shocked that most people ain't like questioning why they're even here or who they even are. You know, like that's what I did, and I was just like, who even am I? You know, like my name was given to me, everything that I have was given to me. So,
Yeah.
like, who actually? So
You
it made me
spawned
like
in.
really curious. Yeah.
Just spawned right into the game.
Yep.
You can't. If you're anything like me, you came into the world upside down, butt naked, crying, saying, "Hey, what are we doing here?"
Yeah, man. And hey, you're scared. If you're scared to take risk, you know, life is risk. We're all gonna die. You know, so don't be scared to, you know, do your thing. You know, whatever your desire is, don't be scared to embrace it and to explore it.
Isn't that trippy, chat? Isn't
Hella
that trippy?
dude.
At some point, we're all gonna have our time. That we're out of here. Isn't that trippy? So really, think about, what am I doing? What are you doing with your life? Is it something you enjoy? Is it something that you want to do? Like, what really matters? Something to chew on.
You know,
Sounds
if
like,
you're doing something that you hate, you know, don't do that. Screw that. Like, unless you have to do it, have a plan to escape, but go do something that you love to do. Your life is gonna be so much more enjoyable.
yeah, TK, you missed. TK's on. In other news, TK's in the house.
What's up,
How you doing, TK?
TK? Yes, sir, Andrew. Hey, no
Yeah.
risk, no reward. So
No risk, no Lambo.
Yep, gotta have some risk.
Yeah. Yo, that's deep. That's deep. Grind time, Mufasa.
Yo, facts, bro. I can get super deep.
Hey Nick, what do you think about the Yeah, we can go like super deep, chat, but I really do feel like these guys are messing with the algorithm on us a little bit. Maybe I'm tripping, but what do you think about the 4-hour closing above that previous support to the left? Would you consider sells? Yeah, that's a big issue now, right? So if we close below, then you're most likely gonna see the next candles move down. But what we also have now is we have a high right here. You see this high? And if the next 4-hour candle begins to come up and really break that high, then I would assume that we would get a push up at this point, right? Today, where you would get a push up. But now that the news came out and the numbers came out the way they did, it would make sense if you officially got the closure below now, and then you've got a wick fill first, and then you've got, you know, support down here at like 2284. So yeah, it's a big closure here in 23 minutes. Big close. Yo, NPC style? Nah, I could never. Yeah, the one thing I like is we're continuing to reject off of this zone right here. So the 1 hour, we're still respecting that 1 hour support there, right? So you may, even if the next candle, like even if you close like this, technically you closed below on the 4 hour now, right? But even if you did, you still could expect a new 4 hour top wick, right? And what do we need to create that top wick? A bullish candle, right? So that's where you may see that push up towards like 2308, 2309, and then begin to come back down. So now that you pushed up, you've got a 4 hour top wick, and then now you can continue driving down to fill the 4 hour wick here. So I'd be open for both opportunities today, the buys and the sells. So we'll see how we do at this closure. Same here. Yo, LeGrand, let's see if they got any crumbs for us here in New York, man. London boys
Better.
ate the whole feast.
Excuse me. They definitely got some crumbs for us. We chilling.
We do a little crumbs. Let's go see what the Nasdaq's doing here too. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to break free. Still got no bottom wick though on the daily or the 4-hour there. Pick up some crumble. Crumble? What? Crumble? Joe Stewart? Where are
Hey,
you?
yo.
Hey, give me a sec. I'll be right back, chat. One sec, John.
All right. Hey, yo, someone said crumble. On now. Yo, chat, so what's good? How was your guys' trading day so far? Any trades today? Joey Stuchek. Chilling, no trades. Got you, TK. Yeah, same here. No trades for me yet. Yo, good morning, my brother Wags. How you doing, dude? Hope you're doing amazing, brother. His crumble delivery's at the door. Yeah, that's funny. Scotty boy. Not a single trade today? All right, dope. Yeah, man, same here, Scott. I'm patiently waiting for my setup. 1 W so far today. Nice. Good stuff, Andrew. Yeah, what's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing great, brother. Just chilling, dropout trader. Nice. It's good, dropout trader. 3 W's. Damn, Chala. Damn, man's cooking. 1% up, sales in London. Let's go. Let's go. One good trade, repeat. One good trade, repeat. One good trade, repeat, bro. That's all we could do. Yes, sir. You love the vibes in this live? Hey, yeah, man. I love the vibes too.
We're talking about strawberry crumble cookies? Oh, man.
Hey, yo, here comes gold.
I'm a chocolate chip type of guy.
Now, I seen that strawberry cookie. Looks pretty good.
Let's see. We've been anticipating this candle flipping here all session long.
Damn, gold my juice.
Yeah, remember we talked about this, right? This area down here has been tapped. Right? What did we do last time we came up? Look at this massive move up. Same thing. We came down. Massive move up. Yee. 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 Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Can we back down now?
Bitcoin. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, buddy. BTC tapping in. Once we get between those white lines. Oh, man. I'm going to have to tell Anna, honey, it's back to Happy Meals. Don't worry. I promise you. In
Honey,
3 years, we're
back
going
to
to
a
be
fixed
rich. Honey, back to ramen noodles. She's going to be like, all right, baby, I'm down. I trust you.
That's
Like,
the
don't
girl
worry.
you
I'm like, don't worry. We'll be eating noodles out in Italy. Let's wait for this crypto flip.
need. Wait for this payout come in. Let's get it.
Back to Mickey D's, baby. Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's all natural beef. Nah. We definitely ain't returning the golf clubs, man. Those gotta stay.
I don't know.
I gotta do something when BTC's in drawdown. Don't worry, honey. I promise. Luke said it's gonna hit 150K this year. Oh man.
Trust in him.
In Luke, we trust. Why are the numbers going down when it was positive? Because it was positive for the US dollar. So we're betting against the dollar. So that means the Dixie's probably moving up. The dollar index probably moving up here. All while, not really. Not doing too much. Oh, let me go back. Yeah, that news is based off the US dollar, not gold. So if the dollar is good, then gold will most likely move down and vice versa. Oh, wow. This is pushing down too. Very interesting here. Wow. Sandman knows the vibes. Yo, Wendy still got that 4 for 4, right?
I wish not. I don't know.
4 for 4 used to slap.
Hell yeah. Come on now. Best deal in the game.
Here we go. We're going to flip or what, chat?
What are you looking at, gold?
Yeah. Honey, you want the usual from back in the day, right? The 4 for 4 with the crispy chicken?
Spicy or regular?
It's time, man. It's time. BTC. Let's go.
Excuse me, damn.
All we got to do is get in there. We got in there, but we got to get in there a little bit more. Got to get in there.
Be patient.
$5 biggie bag. Whoa, what happened to the 4 for 4? I'm telling you, they took
biggie
that off
bag.
the list.
Went up $1 for a little biggie bag?
For a little biggie?
1% down yesterday. I made 2.5% in London session. There you go, Jimmy Williams. There you freaking go, bro. That's how you operate. Like you're the freaking casino. Guarantee you getting that back.
Guarantee you gonna get that back, Jimmy Williams.
Guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
Time is your edge.
Yes, sir.
Closure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch the 15 close here. We may move up. It's fine. I don't. The 4-hour candle will give me much better direction. The biggie bag is just a medium for $1 upgrade. That's gonna cost you an extra $1. Oh, look at this. Would you look at a chat?
You look at that.
Ooh.
Would you look at that?
We're green.
A few more blemishes on the card.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
We're green, man. We're green. Will we break the high here?
Yeesh.
This is what we've been anticipating the entire session.
What's gonna happen?
Right, you got no closure below. You've already tapped into target, right? You've already came down into this wick zone here. Right here, we've already tapped. We have very little to no top wick. We also have very little to no bottom wick on this previous candle. Never closed below support. Daily's bullish, right? At any point, this candle can begin to flip up. If the 4-hour now breaks the high, closes bullish back above the resistance, then we've got ourselves some better direction. And at that point, we can look to, get buys off the next 4-hour candle.
Sir.
Makes sense, right? We green. We all green.
Oh, note how Nick's analyzing. Note how he is analyzing, right? Look how he's getting a read on what Price wants to do next, right? And then whatever the read is that he gets on Price, he looks for the setup now, going in that direction, right? You got to take these little notes. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you guys understand.
Yeah. Boom. Right. And let's see NASDAQ here. So NAS is going to close up here in a few minutes as well in the 4-hour. Why is my trading view slowing up? Yeah, so 4-hour candles. 1 hour is trying to get out the range here. The daily, don't forget the daily still is semi-bearish. We did close below the range there. But the 4-hour, is and also the 4-hour kind of needs this pullback. We haven't had one bearish candle. So there could potentially be a fake out here, man. You know how Naz likes to do. She dirty, man. Naz gets crazy. Oh, nice. Nice, Marcus W. Yeah, it's getting wild. Yep. Green, what we getting for lunch today? 4 for 4 or what? Is it true that the candle moves according to its neighbor candles? Yeah, that has a lot of truth to it. Yep. Steak for breakfast. Yo, Green. Great. I was reading your message from last night. Should I share it? Yeah, seriously, energy. I'm telling you, man, when you are in this trading game and it begins to get fun, time flies, man. Time flies. Like tomorrow's Friday. That's crazy. Tomorrow we got a big day here too, chat. You got NFP coming in tomorrow. I think was NFP on my birthday last year? I think it might have been. Vegan steaks? Ooh. Get that beyond ribeye. Grown in a homegrown laboratory. All right, who entered off the 15 and wasn't down to wait for the 4 hour? Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. Talk to me. Homegrown steaks, man. W. Got in but took B. All right. No 15. Yeah, did the 15 give a bottom wick? Well, now it did. Yeah, I don't... Even if I am bullish, right, on the new 4 hour, I don't want to take my buy yet because I know that the next candle opening up, if it is going to go up, it's most likely going to move down first, right? To either push down, activate sellers, or if this candle closed bullish, it still has to push down and make a bottom wick. So there's basically two... You know, for the next 30 minutes, we may move down, right? It could move down for the first or two 15-minute candles on the open of the 4 hours. So, yeah, just want to hang tight here right now. Them lab burgers, TK. Yo, chat, I got my golf clubs in yesterday. I was so hyped. I was hyped. Lele loves when we get packages like every day, and how many of you guys got kids? Little kids. Bro, these kids be watching like I went on and looked at the TV. I'm like, these guys are like stuck to the TV. I'm like, yo. And they're like watching like someone unbox toys. I'm like, look at all these toys. Play with your own toys. You're watching someone play with toys? Come on. But anyway, so because she watches those like unboxing videos, she always wants, every time the package comes in, she wants to unbox it. You know, they make it sound really good with the voice, not the voice, but the sound effects, like cutting the boxes open and plastic and all that. It's like, damn. You can make some of you guys are struggling in my DM asking, Brother Nick, brother in Christ, I've just lost my job and blew my funded account. If you would consider me a 25K challenge account, I would be extremely gracious. It's like, dude, why don't you just go create a faceless YouTube channel, buy a couple toys, monetize the channel, and make some money. Or go out on the busiest street corner in your neighborhood, and put some dirt on your face, and ask people for money. Simple. Some of y'all ain't desperate enough. Lele gonna have a YouTube channel? I don't know, man. I'm super big on letting kids just be kids. My kids shouldn't, like, you know, we talk all about productivity here and all that stuff, but, you know, for the first couple years, I'm like, these kids gotta just be little kids.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
It's like, hey, yo, what are we gonna make Maverick freaking do some push-ups? Like, kid was just born.
Ryan's World. Yo, that kid, word. Dude became a millionaire. Well, his parents probably became a millionaire. Parents are a little creepy, though, not going to lie. I don't even really let them watch that too much anymore. Man.
W to wait for 4-hour closure here. Let's get it.
Or you can DoorDash or do Uber or something. Lord, yeah, we're... Remember, the simple fact that most people don't think. So they don't even think of this stuff. Guitar vibes. All right, heading back down now on the 4-hour candle here. Big rejections.
What up, Alariza? How you doing? Yeah. Coming for them lows.
Damn, Perez. Man popped out of his shell from the other day. He's like, I don't want them thinking I don't got no Riz. Holy. Damn, Perez.
Perez,
right.
bro.
Sheesh.
Perez is Mr. Steal Your Girl, eh?
Bro, already 76 degrees out here this morning. Holy. Perez about to scoop your girl up like a ground ball, man.
I remember that was like my Instagram bio when I was
Hide
like
your kids. Yeah, no. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Perez got the Riz, man. He wasn't going out like that from the other day.
Perez, we risen together, brother? Damn, bro, it's gonna be 90 all week. Hell yeah, we in May, boy. Summer's cooking.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow's high temperature may be near the record. Holy. Whoa. Oh, what did we talk about here? Potential fake out on NAS. There it is on the 15th. Oh, I love that. Yo, you're no longer Perez. You're Perez now, bro. You've been knighted.
You've been
Perez
chosen.
is a man of the past. Perez is the future.
Perez. Let's get Perez.
Yo, Perez. Hey, that might be the. Yeah. Oh man, that might put you some status out here, bro. All right, we're probably gonna close a no bottom wick here. Closure below the range, but no bottom wick. What do you think, chat?
I feel like a trading nerd right now, getting like excited for more information in like the book.
Yeah, we're like little dorks over here, like fixing our glasses. Like, oh, cool. I think we're gonna close with no bottom wick here, chat. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna make money. We're gonna make money.
Like the geek,
Oh man,
like the geek squad.
Perez is here. Yo, we're the Geek Squad. Bottom wick on that up. Oh. Yeah. According to my calculations, if this candle closes here with no bottom wick and we break the highs up here, we should be good.
Yeah, far closing below, eh? Let's go. Oh, gotta see though.
55 seconds and counting.
According to my calculation.
My glasses broke.
They're foggy.
Where's my bag? I'm gonna get like a bag, you know, like when people would get nauseous back in the day, they would like breathe into the bag. Oh my god, here it comes, the closure.
When you're in a trade.
Man. All right, here we go.
That's hilarious.
Gold playing with us all day here, chat. Hey, you gotta have fun in the live stream, man. Some of you guys like talk about trading. Like, just relax. Just calm down.
We did talk about trading.
We're bringing out the Eagle 4000. You don't need to know anything about trading. Just buy the Eagle 4000 and you will make money.
Give us a bottom wick. Give us a bottom wick.
Don't worry. You'll be all right if you don't take any trades on your demo account today. Just calm down. All right, cool. So here it is. Closure below on the 30-minute. Closure below on the 1 hour. Closure below on the 4 hour. Let's see the 15. 15's got really nasty price action here. Let's do a brand new top-down analysis. Why don't we? All right, let's take a look, right? So the daily is bullish, right? We faked out yesterday on the daily, right? If you guys can see right here, you had a closure below. Price closed back in the range yesterday, giving us a fake out here, right? So now the question is, what are we going to do in this overall range? Basically from here to here, it's not the greatest, right? You've got a lot of wicks, a lot of support, choppiness. You got the resistance, support. So not the greatest range, right? If the candle flips here. So we're in a bit of a funky area on the daily time frame. I think we'll have much better direction tomorrow if this daily candle can actually close below the range now, right? So after you get your fake out, now you have a daily candle close back in the range, and now you've got familiar price action, right, for us to trade. So either way, that's not till tomorrow, right? How can we make sense of this today? So right now, 4-hour candles are moving down. You did close below, let me get this. You did close below this level right here. As you guys can see, there's a range right here to the left-hand side, which we didn't close below on this candle, but we've officially closed below now on this candle. So what do we have? We have some range left, right? We have range coming down towards like 2280. That's going to be about 100 pip range right there, 111 pip range. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour, you do have a closure here, right? Below support, you've got next support coming down towards 2285, and that's your range here. I would expect a top wick on this 4-hour candle, so I'm not going to touch a sell right off the bat here. Same thing with the 30-minute. You got a closure, excuse me, below. 15-minute gets a little choppy, not going to lie. So we really need to see closures, let's say on the 30-minute or the 1 hour time frame here. This isn't going to be a day where I'm going to tiptoe around the 15 just because it's nasty, right? So if this 30-minute candle can come up, break the high, and then close below again, then I think 930 should drive us down here. If this 30-minute comes up, breaks the high, and remains above, right, like this, then we may be looking at a totally opposite idea here and maybe looking for price to drive back up. So this is a big candle closure. We're only 2 minutes into the 4-hour candle, and I don't like when we break the lows like that early on in the first minute or two. So yeah, let's wait on this 30-minute. If you get a 15 closure back above, that's not bad, but I don't think I'd be interested in the selling off of the 15-minute candles here. That I would have to wait for the 30-minute. But if you do get a 15 closure back above, then you may have an opportunity there. I think the 30-minute closure is our best bet here, though. Yeah, best bet. So potential buys above here on the closure, and if you do close below, then there's potential sells. It's like this. So if we can close like this, then I would take sells on the next candle. Coming down, 9:30, lots of volume driving in. If we close back above and re-break the 4-hour high and actually close above on the 30-minute, then I think we switch our bias here and we should be good to move up, coming back into this range here. And that's it. That's it. So we don't really have much of a different outlook, you know, just kind of same stuff going on. There's also another 30-minute resistance right there too that we did close right at. So just keep that in mind as well. And let's wait for this candle to close. Need more information.
Hey, we chilling.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. If it's not making sense yet, just wait on it, right? Just give it some time.
Great point, Scott.
Familiar price action is what we're looking for here.
I like that. I like that.
Right, if you owned a business and it was an investment company, you would do your due diligence, right? You would make sure things are lining up and going according to the deal that you want. Otherwise, you wouldn't invest that, right? And that's the same thing here. You are an investor, right? You own a business, and you can't just make investments into anything. And you guys will realize that sometimes people are just trying to get your money when they come with these great deals and everything sounds so good, and that's what the market likes to do, kind of lure you in and take your bread.
Thanks, bro. Kind of said it better.
Yeah. Your word, TK. Yeah, you're investing into this candle, right? If you're taking a sell right now, you're investing into the stock of this candle that it will go down, right? So it's not a little, gamble. It's a real investment.
Yep.
Holy
And
Paris.
a lot of y'all are trading your hard-earned money too, without a strategy. Come on. Hard-earned money you guys worked for.
Smarten up. My grandfather would say, smarten up, not smarten up. Smarten up, he would say. He would say, what are you thick-headed? What are you thick-headed? I don't know. Guess.
Maybe.
Smart money concepts.
Smart enough.
Yeah, man. Them old guys, they had some good quotes. You trade smart money? No, I trade smart money. Smart money. Yo, I just happen to have the New York session open here. Yo, don't spill the beans on everyone, man. Eagle 4000 coming into play. There it is. Don't spill the sauce too much. We got to keep that on the low. Are we in the cells or waiting? I'm waiting for, so this is the open of the 4-hour candle here. So I'm waiting on at least a 15 closure. Yeah, I don't like that this is just moving down here in the first minute or two of the candle. Zebs? Nah, I never heard of that, but I believe it for sure. Yeah. That is artistic, not gonna lie. Artistic stuff. You know, shh.
You know, shh.
Just made 1-to-1. Nice, man. Congrats. Congratulations.
Nice.
Eagle 4000 on YouTube. I'm gonna make a video explaining the whole thing. Ready for another trades with 0 trades? Damn. Armando, you got to get on the board, bro. Time to trade.
Wait for that trade, bro.
It's you'll be alright. You'll get it. Let's wait for good price action. Let's wait for your system to line up. You'll be alright. Yeah, man. I think I've taken a trade like almost every day.
Yeah, bro.
Yesterday, 29th, 26th, 6th, 4th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th, 14th, 11th, 10th. Yeah, been trading a lot here.
Execution's our edge too.
TK, how's it going over there today, huh?
Yes, sir, Hamid. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to eat some pips. I got my napkin tucked. Let's get it. Let's feast.
You only trade once a day? I trade when things line up with my system. So sometimes that's once a day. Like on the 26th, it was twice a day. On the 24th, it was twice. On the 23rd, it was once. 22nd was twice. 19th was twice. 18th was 3 times. 3 trades on the 18th. Yeah, 3. So it all depends. It all depends how many times I have a setup in front of me according to my system. About how much percentage?
That's the 4-hour tap target.
Yeah, I risk so I started this live account like 2 months ago. So started off risking like 2 to 3%, then moved from like 3 to 5, then 5 to 7, and now I'm most likely gonna go like 7 to like 10%. So just risking like 3 to 5%, I put over the last 60 days got 35% up on my account. So just literally just increasing size as we go, executing day in and day out when the time is right, and then just beginning to increase size and over time.
I like it.
Yeah, yo, this is your news candle here. So unemployment claims came out good up for the dollar, so that's why you're seeing this push down now. Someone said how long you've been using the Eagle 4000. Yeah, next good trade, I'll probably go like 7 to 10% here. Begin to ramp it up a little bit.
Sir, keep in mind, y'all, there's no right or wrong, right? Risk is your own appetite. So whenever you're willing to risk, there's no right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look how much we've been moving down here, by the way. So like taking these sells, yes, it worked out for you here today, but that may not work all the time, right? You kind of need this pullback here for price to continue going down, but today's your day. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Mr. BTC. Which time frame do I execute on? Mainly, you guys can look at my journal if you like, but mainly 30-minute time frame. My entries are typically 15, 30-minute, or 1 hour. I would say 30-minute holds the crown though. Yeah. Oh, look at all these 30 minutes. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30.
30 minutes the best time.
Yeah.
Trade.
Yeah. Yesterday's trades were both 30-minute trades too.
We love the 30-minute.
We do a little 30-minute. So we're waiting on the 30-minute here. It is 9:15, right? If you get a support form now, this may be where you begin to head back up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, bro, I'm like really interested in buys. With that 4-hour pretty much tap in target and the daily still being bullish.
Yep. Daily lows are coming up, I believe now, right?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, here come the daily lows here, so we'll see. We'll see, because this candle could easily close bearish here today.
Yeah.
Below, like this.
Sir.
How much did I make on this account? About 35% so far. So just gonna build this account. This account isn't like a flip account. This is an account like to really just build over time, and we'll see. Just gonna shoot to get it to like 100,000 maybe. Yeah, this is.
And the beautiful thing about it, there's no salary cap in trading, y'all. Right? So you keep trading your edge, you know, over time, it's really going to build. It's really going to build.
Yeah, this will be my first time really building an account like with a goal to get from like 10K to 100K. So this is my first attempt at this. I've taken other accounts from like, you know, 1,000 to 5,000, 1,000 to, you know, 8,000. You know, obviously funded accounts ran those up too, but this is the first real build, I think, of my career. Yes. So gonna see how we do this year. And yeah, go from there. Everyone wait for my closure. Word. 30-minute candle. Thank you, Vishal. Vishal, right? I like that name, Vishal. What does Johnny say about your trading edge? He doesn't. Oh, yo, Periz. I see you in Discord now. My man, got that new
Riz.
swag. You're like Maverick after he gets his haircuts, man. He walks out a new man. Shoulders back a little, got that swag. Yeah, I see you, Periz. My bad, Periz.
It's called Perez.
It's not Perez anymore. It's like Futures Frank. Where's Futures Frank at? No more Forex Frank. 50K to 1 mil. Raja's videos are inspiring. Yes, they are, Daniel. They really are. I admire Raja so much and his ability to grow those accounts.
When I seen that as a young kid in school, I said, why don't I just drop out right now?
He became dropout trader. Dropout trader.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, this is a good sell. I don't typically like to sell 2 minutes into the 4-hour candle with no top wick, so that's the reason I'm not involved in this. But really wouldn't want to be involved in this either, just because it doesn't it doesn't fit my plan that much. Very little top wick. You have to have entered this in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the candle open, and I don't like doing that on a new 4-hour candle.
And we kind of closed right out of minor support level 2. I wasn't messing with.
Yeah, and the 30-minute closed at minor support, yeah. Raja from Pakistan, yeah. Major support on the 1 minute.
Major. Yeah, I don't know, Daniel, what do I say? Consistently follow it. That's what I said. With patience and discipline.
Let's take a look at Nazier here. Oh, nothing. Yeah, so we're coming into 4 hours support now, right? This 4 hours, you can say in a way, is tap target. Yeah, Scott. Yup. Yeah, this would be like the new celery that we're looking at. Like we're trying to label this as a celery play where at 9:30 you got high volume, you tapped into 4 hours support, and you break this high. That's where you should see a decent move up. Good read on that, Scott, because I was thinking the same exact thing. I'm over here just thinking in my mind. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing, bro. So you got 8 minutes for that. So we'll see. You know, you keep your stops below the range here and then just let it rip. Let's pull the trigger. Let's pull the trigger on it this time, Scott.
Yes, sir. W, Scott. Yes, sir, Daniel. If you trade every day, that's a W. If you trade your edge every day, that's a W. And that's your job, right? Your job as a trader is to follow your edge. Your job as a waiter is to take people's orders and deliver, right? This is your job as a trader, to follow your edge.
Yep. Yeah, so what Scott's talking about there is it's something that we've been looking into a lot over the past couple weeks is, you know, during a high time of volume like 9:30, we would love to see this candle close bullish for us, right? So that way we could take a buy here. But sometimes the candle won't close bullish. So what does that mean? That means that we need to wait for a bullish candle to close, right? In order to have an onion play, a support. But a lot of times during these high volume times, like 9:30 a.m. Eastern, you'll be waiting for that candle to close, but it's going to make a move already, right? And it ends up closing here. And that's where that impulse entry kind of comes into play, where you're more so betting on the direction, your read off direction, and understanding 4 hour tap target, you know, dailies respecting lows, potentially move up. So we'll see. We'll see. We may not have to go through that today. It may actually close bullish for us.
Yeah, like that weak body candle, momentum dying. So Perez, what we doing? What we doing after stream?
Got your energy. After Nick's stream, we go to Chala's stream. Yeah, yo, I'm about to just jump on Chala's stream, man. Feels good being on that side of the stream. Not gonna lie. I can go in there and quake around a little bit, buy or sell.
Chala, you streaming?
What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we going to take a buy or sell? I put the pressure on him, like you guys do to me. Put the pressure. Chala, I'm coming, bringing the pressure, man. Buy or sell, coach. Hurry up. Tell me. I like being on that side of the stream, man. Feels good. Update the record, bro. Nah, bro. You didn't get 13 pips, bro. You got 12.
You didn't make 1%. You made 0.8%.
This guy's a fake scammer. Man said he got 13 pips. He got 12. Scammer. Oh, man. Chat, you believe some people call me a scammer? They're in my DM. They say I scam people. I'm like, damn, bro. I remember Raja used to be like, yep. All right, 30-minute candle. There it is, 15 pips. All right, we've scammed you all again today. Great job. Way to make money. I was like, yo, put some respect on it, man. What trading strategy do I use? We like to call it the Riz.
There's no strategy. I have no strategy. There's zero strategy.
Zippos. We like to call it the Riz. Right, Perez? All right, a few more minutes and we got a 30 closure here. Remember, 30 technically never closed in the below the range here either.
Point.
Raja showing Libby. The best. You guys still keep up with Sean? That dude's a trip, man.
Yeah, that 1 hour definitely looks like it wants to come up. That's for sure.
Forex is a currency-based trading and a 7 trillion volume per day, and countries fed. Damn, you sound like you're introducing like a network marketing company in here, Perez. Let me tell you about the Forex market. Hey Nick, I just missed a trade 5 minutes ago that would have gave me 100+ pips in 10 minutes, and I'm very angry myself for not taking it because I'm in drawdown. What should I do now? Just wait for the next 100 pip trade. It's all good. What are we to do?
Wait for the next best trade,
You know
bro.
what I mean? What else are we to do besides wait for the next best trade?
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. No worries, man. No worries. There's no time to worry. I was telling one of the elites yesterday, you guys are fighting for your family's financial freedom. There ain't no time to be discouraged. There ain't no time to be, feeling bad or angry, man. You ain't got time to waste time in that type of mentality, man. It's go time. Right? It's go time. You just got to learn. You got to grow. You got to say, you know what? The next one, I'll be there. How could I have participated in this one? And the next one, I won't miss it. That's it. Other than that, you spend time. You do the little Quaker thing. Suck on your thumb. And, you know, what's that for, right? There's no need for that. We just show up, look for the next best trade.
If you keep worrying, bro, you're going to drain yourself and then eventually quit, bro. You cannot worry throughout the journey. You got to be consistently positive throughout your journey of success, so you can be back or come back from temporary defeat.
Yeah, my big thing is how enthusiastic can you remain from failure to failure? That's what's going to determine your success, because no one gets to that success without failure. So how enthusiastic and positive can you remain after the failure, right? And keep going. You got this, man. You got this. All right, so if we get a top wick here, all I need is a little bit of a bottom wick, and then I have some buy stops here. All right, let's see if we can get a bottom wick.
Patience.
Don't worry, be happy. Yeah. Be happy. Don't worry about a thing. Read the desire on faith. Oh, nice. And think you grow rich. There you go. W.
Beautiful.
Need a bottom wick here, chat. Need a bottom wick. If it drives, it drives. Why is my trading view quaking here? Gee, Sammy.
Gold, I thought you wanted to be with me.
Why is my trading view quaking?
Shoot, man. I don't know.
Did we make a bottom wick or no?
Nah. Yeah, maybe reload it. Try to reload it. Nah, we're about to juice. A little
Reload.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Gonna need a bottom wick, but got nothing there.
Hey, we wanted that.
I trade too hard. So the only thing that we could do now is if we are still bullish, you can move your stop to wherever this bottom wick is created and then enter on the break of the highs. So that's one of the things you can, if you want, write this down, right? If you're going to use, let's say, previous candle or let's say current candle highs here, then you would need that previous candle stop. But if price kind of pushes up already and then comes down for a bottom wick and flips back up, you can tighten up that stop, because if you re-break the high, it should go. So yeah, unfortunately no bottom wick here. And we don't want to just take it without a bottom wick, because the 1 hour is what? Or the 30-minute close what? Bearish, right? So that's where you want to just be patient here.
Sir.
Word. They don't want me to get to 100K on this account, man. 4 hour has tap target. We understand that, right? 1 hour is pulling back heavy. 30 minute is closed bearish, but you know, no bottom wick at all here. 15 closed with a onion play. So yeah, all we really needed was that bottom wick, and we would have been basically in there like that.
Damn it, gold.
It's about a riz.
Maybe we can get some on the 30.
I'm in a bearish buy. Yo, I want to meet you, bro. G Sammy, when you pulling up on Zoom?
I'm in a bearish buy. That's good.
Today? What do you think, Green? No bottom wick.
Hey, man, that's what I wanted.
SMH. SMH. Let me go grab some water so I could avoid FOMO. 1 sec.
Shake my head. Yeah, I'm chilling. Chilling. Y'all see my hands. Good. Hey man, it's playing out how we expected it, right? We just didn't get that bottom weight. It happens, y'all. It happens. Went low risk, nice. Good stuff. Energy stuff. News in 25 minutes. Yeah. Yep. We got yellow folder. So we'll see. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. Yeah, definitely no FOMO. Definitely no FOMO. Hey, yeah, it's all good, Scott. All goody. Yeah, just from experience, I'm better off waiting for the bottom wick, you know, to be created. If it drives, it drives. You know, it's all good. It happens. It happens. It's part of the job. Last thing I wanted to do was set out a plan saying I'm gonna wait for a bottom wick. What price didn't get the bottom wick, so I just executed on it, and then it came back down and made a bottom wick. Right? I would feel like absolute crap if I did that. Right? If I went against my rules or my plan, and my plan played out the way I expected it to, but I went against it. Right? I would feel like crap. So, you know, you're taking the W by just following your rules and your plans. You know, it may, you know, price can do whatever. Oh yeah, beautiful. Price is driving out here. It's playing out. $30-minute high has just been taken. That 1 hour, yep, nice exhaustion wick being created on the 1 hour. 4 hours tapping target. Daily bullish. Daily's bullish and lows are being respected. Right. If you put all this together, you can get a really good read on price and what it's saying.
Yeah, man. Nice move.
As much as it's so annoying for this move to play out without me being in it, I'm good, right? I'm sticking to my rules and plan.
I'm good. I promise I'm good. Yo.
Well,
great day to be patient and disciplined.
I'm about to freaking punch my computer.
I promise, guys, I'm good. Just gotta follow your plan.
While we wait for bottom wick, well, 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks, and also the 30-minute 1 hour were bearish there. So it was just a much more better like confirmation.
Yep. A lot of times we miss moves while waiting for a bottom wick. Yep. And then there's a lot of times where you miss moves waiting on closures. There's also times where you miss moves because your playbook didn't come about. So you know, it's all about, are you missing a move or missing your move? If you're missing your move, then that's a different story. You know, if this candle had a bottom wick and I didn't execute, then I missed my move. But here, there's a very hard rule for me, right? Candle has to have a bottom wick, or this candle has to have a top wick. Other than that, I can deal with the conditions, but when you don't have that, it's just best to stay out. Oh, and this thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth here. So you did get that fake out, which we were talking about there. So let's see, 4 hour smoke the lows, daily trying to come back down. Yeah, still in the range here.
And guess what, yo? These patterns that we're trading, they repeat themselves every freaking single day, over and over and over again. So guess what? You're playing in, play out. You just wait for your next. You just wait for it again, and again, and again, and again, right? And Nick says it best: trades are like buses. There's another one coming. So just sit on your hands, be tight.
Yeah, one thing I will say is, if we're looking at the importance of the wick, I would consider, you see how this candle has no top wick, right? But it has a bottom wick. And then you see how this candle has no bottom, or has a top wick, but no bottom wick. I do lean on the side that these are going to be better, right? So the no top wick is the big hard no. This one, I'm still down to figure something out with it, right? And that could just be entering on the open of the candle like Raja does, right? And just regardless, you're in it, right? And going half risk. So there's things I would like to work on that. But yeah, as of right now, I'm cool with, if candles don't do what I want them to do, they're not my candles to trade.
We can get this on the 30-minute too, you know, so.
What up, Dominic? Good morning.
Morning, Dominic.
I heard a rumor this. That's true. We can trade tomorrow as well, and later, right? It's only 9:40 a.m. here. You never know. You never know. Yeah, no wick, high volume. Yeah, that's the other thing too about it, right? So you try and find that balance in. Does this mean that there's just no sellers? They can't even push price down to move back up, or does it mean that at any point we could turn around? So I like what Raja says, but I have to go based off of what I have seen and collected in terms of data. So one of the things that I've seen is that regardless, like, you can do it here, anywhere, this candle can pull back and make that bottom wick. So until I really understand that and see that more and more, that's when I could begin to act on it. But for now, I just got to go off of the data that I've got collected here.
Yep.
But I do understand that too, that there's just no selling pressure whatsoever in this candle right now. Because if 85% of candles have top and bottom wicks, then that means no matter what, at any point, there's an 85% chance we pull back here, right? So I'd rather be, you know, the great saying, right? Out of a trade wishing I was in, than in a trade wishing I was out. This is a trade. I'm sitting there wishing I was in. I'm out wishing I was in, but it could have easily been a trade that I was in wishing I was out. You know what I mean? What the heck?
Oh.
Yeah, explain the idea behind this bullish move. Absolutely. So your daily candle is still bullish, right? So if we're looking at things from a candle perspective, until we actually break this low here, you're still bullish, right? So this is just considered a bottom wick. And notice how we never broke the low there. So we know that the daily's bullish. If we look at the 4 hour, we can see that the 4 hour candle closed with very little to pretty much no bottom wick, right? And it also kind of tapped into its own area here. But more importantly, the next one basically did finish the job here. So once you tap in here, you go, okay, well, that's the 4 hour target there. Now you should begin to pull back. There's almost no top wick, right? This whole move happened within like 15 minutes of a 4-hour candle. So what does that mean? There's still over 3 hours left here of this candle, and it could do anything, right? So that's another reason for the bullish move up. 1 hour candle, 1 hour was still kind of pointing bearish, but 30-minute candle closed above support as well, and 15 closed bullish, right? So that's kind of the ideas there. But we'll see. Will we come down to make this bottom wick, or will we just keep driving? Will we keep driving? Good question, though. Good question. And remember, John was like, you see how Nick's kind of trying to get a read on it. You see how Scott was like, what about that play if it breaks the high? So like, we understand we've got this new term, right? Called, we could say that the target's been tapped, right? So looking at some of these candles, especially the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you can see, you can basically say target has been tapped, right? And then if you get signs on the lower time frame, like the 15 or the 30, signs meaning support, support's formed, that's when you can begin to anticipate that target has been tapped and it's ready to push in the next other direction. Yeah, Spence, I like this. I like what you're onto there, because it's like now you can go and you can kind of sample size. Well, when there's extremely high volume, how often do we have top and bottom wicks? What if 85% of the time candles do have top and bottom wicks, but 15% of the time that they don't, it's during high times of volume, right? So these are things that you collect data on, you pay attention to, and then in 6 days or 6 weeks or 6 months, you begin to put money on those ideas. So yeah, I love it, man. I love the always asking why, why? What if? Wonder. I wonder, I wonder, right? It's always good to wonder.
Thanks.
All right, so now we've got a 15 closure, 30 minutes still open. There's still no bottom wick here, so we'll see if we can create that bottom wick. Because now you never know. Maybe this was a pack runner for a price to move down, right? So we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. Yeah, and if you guys want, we can begin to study that here together, you know what I mean, and collect that info together. And because you can't really look at it, it's not one of those things that you can back test too easily with like bar replay or something. Like, you gotta see this candle form, you gotta actually pay attention to it while it's open, because if you go back and you look later on and you see the candle look like this, right, then you think, oh man, or if we go to the 15, think, oh, perfect, that was a beautiful trade, made a beautiful bottom wick. But like, you don't really see it happen in real time. So really, I'm big on watching this stuff in real time and sample sizing in real time, because that's where you get a good understanding of like what actually happened.
And now we're coming back down, and if we were in that trade, we could have came down at any single point to make that bottom wick while we were in the trade, and who knows, could have went to drawdown or straight to stop loss.
Yep.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think we would have taken profits there.
Maybe not.
Why no sells here? No sells here for the reason that the buys were in play, right? Is that candles have tapped target already, right? Now they could still keep pushing, that's fine, but they have all also tapped target, and we're getting those confirmation on the lower time frame. So until you actually, I think, close back below here now, you can't really take the sells yet. Yeah, price is all over the place here.
Really.
You may need a good old 1 hour closure here. Did sells? Nice. Did sells. The 7-minute chart is so that 7-minute
7-minute
chart,
chart?
man. Look, go crazy. You guys want to know why I've been doing so well off stream? It's because me and G Sammy been trading on the 7-minute chart. We haven't exposed it yet, though. We don't want to let you guys in on it yet. We got to make sure we got it dialed in. Right, G Sammy?
That's funny.
We're getting that bread. Clip it. Ooh, what did we need to clip? I forget. All right, man. So no bueno here on the 30. I mean, you may have been able to secure some profits here. Yeah, that was a decent move up. So, but we have the bottom wick now, right? So now the bottom wick is here, and we're kind of in this overall range.
We're waiting.
Oh, nice Storm Potato. Hey, where's Storm Player? I haven't seen Storm Player in a while. Storm Potato. I like that, though. Do I prefer trading on stream? Yeah, just because we've got the high volume and the main session there. Off stream is you're getting a little late, and I never really traded that late until recently, where I've been kind of watching it a little bit more. So yeah, it's still a new hours for me. WC Melly. Yeah, you're getting your patience tested today here. And to be honest, man, this is just look at the 1 hour time frame. Like, you guys can hear Raja right now, right? I can hear his voice right now. Taking a sell here. Say some words. I'm hearing him say some words that I don't want to say out loud. Fill in the blank.
Yep, you're developing the skill of patience.
Go watch his last reel. Yeah, it might be a later trade. Might be something a little later.
So choppy too, like for the downside.
Yeah, sells are choppy. Choppy.
Oh.
Where's Joe Stu at? Joe Stu here? What a great day to take off, man. Great day to take off here. Beautiful.
Yo, Stu, check.
Not bad.
Not a bad day.
Yeah, I guess Lele's still sleeping. Let's go, Joe. He's here. He passed the 5th Joey Stu check. Awesome. Let's give him a round of applause. And
Joey Stu.
what's good, Joe? How
Good to have you here, bro.
doing? It's great to have you here,
How
Joe.
you doing?
See, chat loves you, Joe. We've been waiting all day for your presence. That's my whoa.
Don't get smacked.
Hey, who won that hockey game last night? Who won the Celtics game? Green, who won the
Yo, what up,
Celtics game
Green?
last night?
Green, did you win? Yo, Sandman, Nick's on, right, tonight? The Sandman?
Hopefully the Knicks make it
Damn.
next year. Maybe we'll pull up to a game, Sam, man. We'll run it up.
Facts. They better be. Celtics won by 30, damn.
I see a lot of times the flip strategy is 80% valid. Yeah, after news, yeah, because you got a lot of volume coming in. So typically if you kind of make a low and then start to break the highs there, that's a good a good opportunity to take the news flip because you'll have a lot of volume backing you there. Celtics won. Oh dang. Knicks and Philly tonight. Oh.
Big game tonight.
Hey, I'll be honest. I've been watching more golf than anything. I'm a golf dude now, man. Got my clubs yesterday. Oh man, I'm hype. My wife is like, "This is you now, eh?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure thing." Look at this guy hit a birdie over here. She's like, "Oh my God, he hit a bird." I'm like, "No, a birdie. It's a birdie."
Gosh, you don't know anything.
I got Anna some nice golf skirts and all that already. I'm like, "Yo, honey, we're out there." I actually almost hit a birdie last game. Shut up, Green. Yeah, that playbook. Yeah, it was a pack. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a pack runner there. Yep. Yeah, but really nothing much, man. This is not. It's just it wasn't good. I don't think it was too good for me. I think it was good. It was a great move. Yeah, but it just wasn't my move, and that's totally fine. Who drives the cart? I drive.
Bro, it's all me. That's probably the most fun part about driving, about golf. Sorry, driving the cart.
We're playing on Sunday. Me, John, and my brother Joe. Anybody in Tampa want to play? So we get 4. Let us know.
You got ready clubs? Pull up. Yo, TK, next time you come down here, bro, we'll go golfing.
I heard Blue wants to fight Green. Yeah, I heard that too. Is it me or does every golfer under 25 just rip the daylights out of these golf carts like as if like they don't break? Them
Austin was whipping it. I'm like, yeah, yo, slow down, bro.
Yo, where are we going, bro?
Where we going, bro? We going in the water here? Like, the gator 2
What's
feet
the
from
rush?
us, dude.
What's the rush, brother?
No one's behind us.
There's no one here. It's 8 a.m. on the golf course on a Sunday. No one's here.
Dudes are making a turn without hitting the brakes. Like,
the other 2 wheels are like off the ground a little bit. I'm like, damn, dude, we risking my life out here, bro.
the cart like gets off the ground.
W Sandman. Yeah, Joe's got a lot of goals like that too with his trading profits. Go to all the games.
Yo, Sandman, 4 seats, bro. That's what's in store.
Yeah, put in the work and you can do it, man. My mentor would say, everyone settles for less than the best, and they work these jobs, blah 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 blah. And they don't even got money. They go to the nosebleed seats. He's like, why don't you just take 2 to 3 years, really get active, productive, build your business or whatever you're working on, and then you can live life the right way and not the cheap way. You know, you don't have to bring your binoculars anymore to like the Knicks game. You know what I mean? You can actually see them like with your physical eyes. You know what I mean? It's like, I'd be a kid. I'd be like, Dad, is that an ant or is that Latrell Sprewell down there? You know, Patrick Ewing, or is that? So it's all about, you know, getting the job done. Yeah. I think you should earn lifestyle. You know, get the job done and then go out and do life the right way.
Yep.
Right, TK?
Yes, sir. The outcome's guaranteed.
Every Knick game I went with my dad growing up, we brought binoculars. That should just tell you something right there.
That's tough, bro.
We're gonna need these.
You're bringing binoculars to the Knicks game, like.
I'd be watching the jumbotron, thinking we could have probably stayed home.
It's like, what are we on a mountain right now? What's going on?
Yeah. We grew up like average middle class, so I would try and like be easy on my dad. You know, we go to these big games and like a hot dog costs like $10, and I'd be like, my dad'd be like, you want anything? I'd be like, yeah, I'll just take a hot dog. You know, just give me a hot dog. And then he'd be like to my brother Joe, you want anything? Joe's like, yeah, 2 hot dogs. Let me get cheesy fries. Let me get do they have wings here, right? Oh, you can only buy the extra large bucket of wings. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll take those, Dad. I see my dad in there like, damn, bro. I'm like, oh man. Oh man.
Joe would mess it all up.
Yo. My dad
would
got
set
my
up a
order. It was
budget,
like,
Joe would mess it up.
whew, that's good. Oh my God, Joe just took me out for the week.
Like, damn, Joe.
He'd be like, all right, kids, we'll see you next
And
week. Got overtime to do this
and,
week.
and then after the first half, Joe would be like, want to get some ice cream?
Yeah.
Dessert?
Yeah. Oh man. My dad was part of the 5 a.m. club, chat, but not the 5 a.m. club you're thinking about. Joe, you're funny, bro.
Joe can never defend himself.
I'm like, damn, Joe, be easy on this guy.
Hey, yo, 30-minute closure though. How you doing?
Yeah. 1 hour closure here, 30-minute closure here. Very interesting.
We can get a strong bullish candle, weak bearish candle on the 1 hour, be fire.
This is kind of like the impulse entry Scott was talking about, but now it's on like the 1 hour time frame and not the 15 or 30.
We got yellow folder too.
How you doing, Joe?
How you doing?
That is true. We went on like one vacation a decade and one like sports game a decade.
So grateful, you know.
Facts. Very grateful.
Blessed.
All right, 3, 2, 1 here. So you got a 30 closure. It did close bullish. You broke the highs here. You broke the lows here. You know, you closed bearish on the 1 hour. There's not the best price action here, man. Not gonna lie.
Trash.
I think buys for me have to be back above the range. Yeah.
Or like a stronger candle or something.
Yeah, you kind of got this 15 celery. It's not the greatest, to be honest. Yeah, let's go bug Chala on his stream for a trade. What do you say, chat?
Yeah, I think it's a later session trade today.
Let's all jump on Chala's stream and demand some trades out of him. What do you think, Chala? Yeah, we got news here
Yeah,
too.
I think I'm gonna wait for another candle closure.
Put the pressure on him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, chat. You know, this buy on the break of the high is not too bad. You got to buy on the break of this high too, which is the 1 hour high. But I think I want to see another candle close bullish here before we make any sudden moves, right? 1 hour is still bearish. We did tap target and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think I'll probably call it a stream here. Off to Chala's stream. What do you say, John?
Let's do it, bro. Sounds good.
All right, cool. Yeah, chat,
All right,
that's
bro.
going to be it for us. John, thanks for coming by. Thanks
Thanks for having me, bro.
creating some laughs here today.
Yes, sir. Got you. It was fun, bro.
Chat,
Fun
hope you got some giggles in here today and learned a few things. And we're off to tomorrow to finish up this week.
Let's run it.
Yeah.
Peace, chat. Have a great day, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, brother. See you later.
All right, peace, Nick.
Peace. All right, chat. Later. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't over risk. Don't over trade. Wait for your playbook setup, and if it comes, it comes. And you still got plenty of time here today, but don't force anything. You got NFP coming in tomorrow. Markets could chop up a little bit until then, but we'll be back here tomorrow for some NFP action, and we'll see you then. W's in the chat on the way out. If you're an 8-figure trader and you're feeling 8 figs, put a W and an 8 in the chat, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Love you guys. Blessings.